I think this is working. Hi, this is Kim Bellissimo, and welcome to Pajamas and Pancakes this morning. I got a new phone because my phone, it did not recognize my face yesterday. So this morning we have a great breakfast. Let me just turn the camera. Hopefully all the technical difficulties, and it wasn't even Mercury retrograde. What do you know? There we go. Okay, so it is a great day. It's a special day because we're entering into the new moon. So it is really time to create all kinds of new things. So this morning we're going to create something new. What we're having last night, what I did is first I'm going to get myself some tea. Look at this tea. It is like chocolate and cacao and different spices. Oh, it smells so good. And I'm just going to get started. I'm waking up. I feel good, even though I went to bed. Good morning. Thanks for showing up. It's good to see you. I'm glad I'm back in action today. I went to the iPhone store because my phone was not recording yesterday. It did not recognize my face. And they said that they've never seen a problem like that. Like that's never happened in his 10 years that he's worked there. But, you know, and I only had the phone 1 week. And so now I've got a new phone. So hopefully we are in action to have breakfast together. Even though it was nice having you on my hip yesterday, I am just making some tea. This is loose tea. I love buying the loose herbs because then you can put them and mix them together. And I have cacao and all kinds of herbs, some with a hibiscus too. And then I'm gonna have mint. I'm gonna let this steep. We'll put this aside. And this morning, what we're going to make is, last night in the crock, not the crock pot, the Ninja, I put a roast in. Now, this is great because I'm just gonna pull it and we're going to make, it's like burritos, breakfast burritos, but with a pulled beef and shredded beef. And then we're gonna make some mango salsa to go along with that and just some scrambled eggs. So let's see how this turned out. You know, I like to do things in the Ninja, and it's because it just falls apart. And I think this is, now here's the spices that I used. So I just put it in the night before. So I used a tablespoon of chili powder, and I used a teaspoon of paprika. It seems like I'm always using paprika these days, and then cumin, a teaspoon of cumin, and also a teaspoon of oregano. And I mixed all the spices together with some salt, and then I just patted the whole beef dry. Now what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of shred it. So I put this in, maybe I got done working at midnight. So I had a late night, a lot of sessions overseas, which is good. And now we're just going to shred the whole beef. So thanks for joining. Thanks for showing up this morning. I don't know how many of you hung in with me yesterday, but this is a better view hopefully today. But that was fun, and I got a new phone. And I think my face is changing. You know, we are moving into a new moon on Sunday. So everything really shifts 3 days before. And, you know, this new moon, I know you may think it's hippy dippy, but, you know, we need to be in the moon cycles. Because if we are, you know, the moon really represents our emotional nature, how we feel emotionally. And a lot of times if people only knew that they're not going crazy, that they're being affected by the moon, especially by the full moon, we really get affected. And but this new moon, you know, I have my course. I'm supposed to do my course tonight, and I realized I have back to school night. So I'm gonna have to postpone it until Friday night. So I hope you can join me. I'm gonna get another fork. I do a tell course. And literally, it's very transformative because you start doing it every month, and you can see now you're surfing the wave, meaning you know how to ride the wave, you know how to ride the cycles of the moon, and you know the tides go out, they come in, and you learn to ride that wave. We can surf together and start surfing in our creations. So, you know, and this new moon, it's all about really, and that's why I've done my videos. I don't know if you've seen other videos. Go to my YouTube if you can, and subscribe, and also my Instagram. But isn't it funny? It's like my phone didn't recognize me. Now my Instagram account has locked me out. So look at this. We are, just to get back to what we're doing here, keep our attention going. We have just beef, and I'm shredding it. And then I'm going to put it back into now this sauce. Now, what I put in the sauce was I put these spices, and I just put a little bit of tomato paste. And that was it. And then I turned it on about 12 midnight. And look it, let's show you. Here we go. Look how good this looks. If you can see, shredded beef. That looks great. Now I'm just gonna actually add some of this back to the shredded beef, just for some spices. And there we go. Turn on the Ninja. Love the Ninja because it is a crock pot, it's a stove top, and it is one more thing, it's a steamer, and yeah, it does everything. So it's not just a slow cooker. You can actually, I lived out of this thing when we were, when our house flooded, and you know, and this is, here we go. That looks amazing. Now what we're gonna do is we are going to make the salsa. And I'm just gonna put this right over here. Clean this counter off. And in the salsa, we're gonna have a mango and cucumber. Put this over here. And now with a mango, you know, a lot of people, I used to love eating, you're gonna peel the mango first. It's very important you peel the mango, because I used to eat mango from the skin. I would just cut it in half, and kind of like an orange when you eat mango. And my lips like got super big. So if you want natural big lips, and actually maybe I could use this. What you want to do is you want to eat the mango with the skin, and then your lips will really swell up. So mango, the skin of the mango is the same as the poison oak family, and I'm very allergic to poison oak. So if you eat a mango like you do a orange, you're going to get big lips. And so I had to find that out the hard way. And this mango, it doesn't quite look, you know, orange and beautiful. Sometimes it's hard to find good mangoes. So hey, thanks for joining this morning. We are doing like a pulled beef. I made it in the crock pot, or in the Ninja, in the slow cooker. I put it on the slow cooker. And we're gonna do a breakfast burrito with salsa, with mango salsa. So in the mango salsa, we have cucumber, and we have lime. I'm not gonna do, I would usually do onions, but my son does not want onions before school, raw onions. So with this mango, I just kind of cut around the seed. And we're back in action today. What do you know? And also, I want everyone to think about, you know, my Moon Magic course. I'm going to change to Friday night because I forgot. Tonight is back to school night. So I'm sure if you have kids, I don't know if your back to school night is tonight. So here we go. So we're going to do 2 mangoes. But, you know, if you can start getting ready for this Sunday. Sunday is the new moon. Now, what does that mean? That means that it is time to plant our intentions in the ground. And, you know, and I want you to be thinking about your intentions. You know, what it is that you want to create. And how I always create intentions is I see what doesn't work in my life. What's coming up, what's not working. You know, apparently technology is not working for me. And my intention, isn't this funny? This is what can happen. You can make an intention, and then everything goes in the opposite direction. The night before, I made the intention, I want to learn more about technology and social media, like get my courses out there and do out there. And the next day, my phone doesn't recognize my face. Then I have to take my phone back, and then my Instagram account just shuts me down. So, but when we hit these kind of things in life, a lot of times I want you to notice if you get depressed, like if you just feel the universe is working against you. And what we do is we just keep rolling with it. We just keep moving through it because it's about moving through that space. Okay, now mangoes are difficult to cut, and this mango it's more ripe. There we go. This is what you do. See, you probably knew this before I knew this. You put it on its side, and you know what? My knives are not all that great. Okay, I don't have real chef knives. I mean, they look pretty good, but all right, now what we're going to do is we're just going to chop this up, take this green off, and into cubes, and then we're going to put some cucumber in here. Now, the beef is already ready. The pulled beef, this is the way to do it, because some nights when my son is, at drama till 9 o'clock at night, now I have to prep dinner. And I have to prep breakfast and lunch. Like, you have to have 2 coolers for that. So here we go. We're just chopping up the mango. So we're going to put mango in this. Now, also what I did and what I'm going to do for tonight is, look at this. I am soaking my beans. I'm going to soak them 24 hours. And so they're black beans. I put garlic. And I put some lemon, and I'm just soaking them and just putting them in a pot, storing them in a cool place. And that way, tonight, we can have, we can use this pulled beef and have beans. I didn't have those ready. I was going to have those ready, but timing-wise, it didn't work. And so we've got the salsa going. And then I'm going to do some eggs, scramble some eggs. And with that, then I'm going to do the burritos. So be thinking about, what are your intentions? What kind of things do you want to plant in the ground? And as a ceremony, I go out in the yard and I plant things, or I go on the mountain and I, make my intentions. So maybe some of your intentions, especially now, we're really influenced by our home space. And we really want to, in these next 4 days, especially 3 days before, 3 days after the full moon, here's lime. I'm just going to put the mango in there. You want to, 3 days before the full moon and after, you want to really see what's coming up. And, okay, now what we're going to do is I'm going to take some cucumber, and let me just here I have this little bowl, and we're going to cut this cucumber, and we're going to add it. I'm going to get a bigger bowl and add it to the salsa. And so thanks for coming. As you've seen on my videos, I've been on this cleansing and cleaning out frenzy, cleaning out my storage, cleaning out my cupboards. We're going to maybe go for if you want a tour in my kitchen cabinets. And while we're cleaning out, and I'm doing a cleanse right now. So I'm going to be doing this cleanse for 2 weeks, cleaning out my body, in this time, because it's time to clean out. We want to make our space, our home space, our body space, our mental space. We want to clear it all out. Anything that's not working, we've got to get rid of, because we're going to make room for some miracles to really come in and through. So be thinking about what you can do to let go and get in the bowl here. Let go of things that you don't want. I need a little bigger bowl. And let me see. Here we go. Like this. So here we go. So in this is, and these kind of chunks are a little too big, but that's fine. This is great. It's lime and mango and cucumber and then I'm going to put a little bit of cilantro in there too. And I have that. I just washed that. So here we go. Now what we're going to do is we are going to look at this beef. If you're just joining, pulled beef that I did in my Ninja, and put that right there. That is not going to work. Let me pull this out. Put this right there. Okay, pulled beef, mango. Now we're going to scramble up the eggs. So I washed my eggs, and let me get my whisk. We're going to scramble these eggs. And here's the beef. Am I almost done? I can't believe it if I am. This was kind of easy. I like the whole, put it in the slow cooker the night before, wake up, breakfast is ready. That's simple. We're going for simple because, I just found out with your eggs, if you want to puncture them, just hi-ya. There we go. And whisk them. Make 3 eggs here. That way, you could pack the lunch or you could skip the lunch and do it for dinner. We got to consolidate, especially with, I've got these giants growing around me, these Jack and the Beanstalks, and you know what my food bill is? It's a lot. I think I just work to buy food. It's kind of crazy because I eat so much. So I don't know if you have any tips there, but I'd love to hear them. Okay, now we are going to scramble these eggs, and we're going to get it just a little butter. Let me get the and a little bit of olive oil, and okay. So let me get a spatula, and I'm just going to put some salt and a little bit of pepper in them. Hey, so thanks for joining, and I am just saying that, I don't know if you can feel how magical it kind of feels out there today, but if not, start to become aware of it, because new moon is coming. Join me for my moon magic class. It's a telecourse, and it's just an hour long, but people that have been doing it have been loving it, and truly you start to get in touch with nature and start creating with nature and really start creating your dreams like you were planting. Harvest is coming up because September harvest, and that means by the full moon we want to see what intentions are going to come up. What are we going to pick? It's a great way of creating. So we're focusing, this month on our body. Like, how is your health? What are you putting in your mouth? How are you eating? Like, is there some things you want to clean up? Now, I'm doing it, and we can all match each other. It is a matching game. Meaning, if somebody's in a foul mood, what do you usually do? Do you match them, or can you maintain your positive attitude? Like yesterday, my things weren't working, but it's like I just kept flowing and moving through it, and and there's been a lot of things. My house kind of flooded, and you know what? I'm good. So really, it's a lot of times people have to have these exterior situations good in order. We're just doing some scrambled eggs. Look at this shredded beef in order for their lives to work. But the goal is when your life is falling apart, when, you know, things aren't going the way you want it, when, you know, my husband's looking for a job, when all kinds of things are going on, you just keep rolling and you're good. You're connected. You got your crown, you're jogging, you got your body, and we're thinking that body, we're in relationship with that body. Here we go. So here's the eggs. Now I'm going to get a little plate. And the beans, if you just joined, I'm soaking my beans for 24 hours. And, you know, I don't like the canned beans. And in these 2 weeks, I'm on the elemental diet. And so it should be interesting. Over the next 2 weeks, maybe my face is really going to change. I started it yesterday and my phone didn't recognize me, so there you go. Now what we're going to do is we are going to toast. We're going to saute the tortillas. We'll put a little butter, and it seems like I'm missing something. It seems like, you know, yesterday maybe I was doing so much. Those potatoes, my husband never ever comments on my cooking. He said, oh my God, these potatoes are so good. Like yesterday, my friend who came by because to eat the pancake tacos that I made. You know, she usually, I meet her outside, it's like drive-through. And she's jamming it in her face, and she gave me the thumbs up the first day, and it's like, that was the hand gesture. You know, it's kind of like Italian. Italians have a million hand gestures. So there you go. So I'm going to see what hand gesture this gets today. Let's check it out. All right. So we're going to put some cheese. And it's kind of like a quesadilla that I'm making. I'm not, you know what, I was going to make a burrito, and then I'm just making a quesadilla. I just kind of felt the quesadilla come on. And I'm going to make a quesadilla with the, let's just add this. We're going to add the pulled pork. Or it's not pulled pork, it's beef. I will do pulled pork. Look at that. And then I'm going to make a burrito too, and then just kind of see which ones work. Oh, this meat turned out perfect. Okay, so there we go. And then I'm going to put some eggs in this one. Maybe I'm going to do one without eggs. And oh my gosh, this looks so good. Too bad I'm on my elemental diet. But I'm cleaning up, getting ready for that harvest moon. Because when you clean up, you create more space. And when you create more space, what happens then, we'll put salsa on it. And when you create more space, new stuff can come in and through. So that's what we want. I think I made this too big. Look at that. Maybe what I'll do is I will kind of put a tortilla on top because I just kind of overdid it. I got too excited. I've been known to get too excited. Maybe I'll do it like a pancake. So I didn't really think this thing through, but that's okay because sometimes it's just nice to kind of go with the flow. We got the bird music in the background, which is nice because that is making us smarter as we go. Maybe that's why we've become so smart in the week. We've got our bird music. It's like Mozart, the intricate song. Okay, now let's see how this looks here. Needs a little more. This looks good because I can cut it like a pizza. And then what I'm gonna do is on this tortilla, I'm just gonna keep it the tortilla. I'm going to put this mixture on, and I can always heat this up in the microwave just for a bit. I usually put it in between paper towels if I'm throwing it in the microwave. Here we go. Let's see if I can flip this. This may not work, the flipping. Hiya! It did work. I had to make the sound though. My hiya sound. Okay. And now, yeah, this is perfect. Now what I'm gonna do with this one's gonna be more of a burrito. So I'm gonna put the pulled beef, yes, you can see it. And oh, this is so good with all those spices. If you just joined me, I made this in the crock pot the night before with paprika, teaspoon of paprika, teaspoon of cumin, teaspoon of oregano, and then a tablespoon of chili powder and some red pepper flakes. Okay, and then I'm gonna make this. We're just gonna put the cheese in. I'm gonna roll this and just kind of, now let's see how this is doing. Let me put a little more butter. And then we'll put some of the salsa on the mango salsa too. So yeah, what did you make for breakfast? I would love to hear what you got rolling, what inspires you, what, you know, just even the ability to get up and, I don't know, make some food. Here we go. We got cheese. Look at that. That looks great. And this one I'm going to wrap up because he's going to probably take this. I'm going to wrap up in tin foil. Got my tin foil. Let me get another plate for this quesadilla one, and then I can cut this up in like a quesadilla thing. So here we go. Just a little more. All right. Now, so here's the burrito. I'm gonna roll up one end up. I don't really know how to roll up burritos, but I'm gonna do it like that. And that way he can take it to go. We'll see if he takes it. All right, people are calling me already. I know I got clients right after this. Okay, so here we go. Here is our quesadilla, kind of, I wasn't planning on doing this quesadilla, but let's see how it looks. It looks really good. Mango salsa, shredded beef, cheese. Oh my God, that looks good. And, okay. And I made a burrito, so here we go. That looks, let me hold this up. Looks so good. Have a bite. All right, now I am going to show you what I'm making for, what I made for breakfast. I'm gonna take you down from here. And here we go. Here I last night made just breaded chicken. And here I made some gnocchi, pesto gnocchi. My son loves pesto gnocchi. And some asparagus. So last night's dinner is his lunch. And so I put that in his little cooler. We got that and his little ice pack. He's ready to go. I'm gonna get him a napkin. Now, there's this bottle of water. I usually like glass in the water. Now, do you want a tour in my kitchen? Okay, so here's my utensil drawer. I'm not sure what this is doing there. Nice and clean. Yesterday, you know, I made this my tea drawer because I have so many teas, and I love teas, and nice and organized. I had to put these here because they were falling out of my cupboard, falling on the floor. And so, yeah. And then, you know, not too much. Very simple, but clear and clean. Here's the pantry. Let's see what's in the pantry. All right, here's all my baking stuff. Pretty organized. And this is just little snacks, some bread, some chips. And here is my dog treats and some sugar, just some supplies for some potatoes. You know, this is my receipts. Don't you hate kind of like when you have those receipts and you don't know where to put them? And I always think I'm going to put them in my office. And then they get all over the place. So I keep them in little envelopes. And there you go, clean cupboards. And my drawers right here, I love these pull-out drawers because they're so easy to get into. My utensil drawers, love it. Very simple, very clean. Here's all my lids. And so, you know, it's great to go through your cupboards, especially now with this new moon. And with this new moon, kind of think about, what are you going to do for your body? What are you going to clean out? What can you clear out? What can you clear out of your home environment? We want to create a real sacred space, a sacred space of what kind of new feeling do we want? Do we want joy? Do we want laughter? Do we want, you know, are we ready to go? Hey, what happened to our tea? Here's our tea. And this is chocolate cacao tea. So have a great day and join me on Moon Magic. Let me just show you the end result. Here is the pulled beef that we did in the Ninja. Here's the mango salsa with the cheese. This is kind of a quesadilla, but I did make a burrito, which I am going to give them for breakfast. So have a great day, and thanks for joining on Pajamas and Pancakes. Thanks.